Hi everybody, in this video I will teach you how to name alkanes and how to draw alkanes. To remind you quickly, alkanes have a suffix of "ane." All alkanes have this suffix. The prefix depends on the number of carbons. They have a molecular formula of CnH2n plus 2. N is the number of carbons. This table shows the prefixes according to the number of carbon atoms. This is not only important for alkene, but for any other hydrocarbons, because the prefix is the same depending on the number of carbon atoms, but the suffix change according to the type of the hydrocarbon. If the compound has only one carbon, it has a prefix of meth, and by adding the suffix of "ane," it will be methane. And the molecular formula is CH4. Cn, N equals 1 here, H2n plus 2. So methane is CH4. Two carbon atoms, ethane, C2H6. And the condensed formula is CH3, Every carbon atom is connected to 3 hydrogen atoms. 3 carbon atoms, prop, propane, C3H8. The condensed formula is CH3, CH2, CH3. 4 carbon atoms, butane. 5 carbon atom, pentane. 6 carbon atoms, hexane. 7 carbon atoms, heptane. 8 carbon atoms, octane. 9 carbon atoms, nonane. 10 carbon atoms, decane. It's very, very important to know these prefixes. So you have to find a way to memorize them, but the best way to memorize them is to practice. As much as you practice, you will be able to remember them very easy. My recommendation is to have a screenshot from this table and keep it beside you. Stick it anywhere on your desk or anywhere. While you're practicing, just look at the table and find which prefix according to the number of carbon atoms. You can also build some funny sentences to remind you like these. And as I told you, the best way is to just practice. Meth means one carbon atom, methane CH4, and this is the simplest organic molecule. And this is a common fuel. 2 carbons, ethane. This is the structure of ethane. Carbon, single bond carbon, and as you know, carbon is tetravalent, so every carbon will have 3 hydrogens. This is the structure of ethane. This is another simple hydrocarbon, very famous. Ethane and methane are very famous. They're also used as fuel. 3 carbons. Propane, C3H8. This is a familiar fuel. How to represent hydrocarbons? There are many ways to represent hydrocarbons, and these are very important to know how to draw the hydrocarbon and how to name it. The molecular formula, the condensed structure, the full structure, and the skeleton structure. The molecular formula doesn't give enough information. Later we will know why in future videos. Represent only the types and number of atoms. For example, C3H8. Simply you can say this is propane. But as we study more structures, we will know that just C3H8 is not enough to know what is this compound. From this molecular formula, we know that we have 3 carbons and 8 hydrogen. The condensed structure gives a little bit more information rather than the molecular formula. It shows the types and number of atoms. This is the same C3H8, but it is drawn as a condensed formula, CH3, CH2, CH3. From this condensed structure, we are sure now that this is propane. The full structure gives more information than the condensed structure. It gives not only the types and the number of atoms, but also the bonds. This is the same compound. This is propane, but now I can see the type of bonds and the arrangement of atoms. The skeleton structure, this skeleton structure doesn't represent the hydrogen atom explicitly. It shows the bonds and how atoms are arranged. This is the skeleton structure. In this structure, to count the number of carbon, every corner is a carbon and every terminal is a carbon. So we have a corner here, this is 1 carbon atom. This is another carbon atom too, and this is a third carbon atom. By counting the number of carbons, you can easily name the compound. Let's have some examples. Butane is 4 carbon atoms. Ane means alkane, so it's butane. The formula of butane is 4 carbon atom, C4, and the formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. The N here equals 4. The number of carbon atoms is 4. How can we calculate the number of hydrogen atoms? 2 times 4 plus 2. 2n plus 2. 2 times 4, 8 plus 2, 10. The molecular formula of butane, C4H10. The skeleton structure. Let's count together how many carbons here. Every corner is a carbon and the terminal is a carbon. This is 1 carbon. This is another carbon, 2. A third carbon, 3, 4. No double bonds are there. So this is alkane. 4 means butane. And we already calculated the number of hydrogen. To draw the full structure, first draw the carbon backbone. This is butane. But means 4 carbons. So the backbone has 4 carbons. Step number 1, draw the backbone. 4 carbons because this is but. Second step, make sure that every carbon has 4 bonds. This has the suffix "ane", means it's alkane, so there is no any double or triple bond. This carbon has 1 bond. It needs 3 more bonds. This carbon has 2 bonds. It needs 2 more. Third step, fill all the bonds with hydrogens. This will be the final structure. Generally in alkanes, every terminal carbon has 3 hydrogens, and any middle carbon has 2 hydrogens. This is the full structure or the Lewis structure. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. And you can write it in this way or in this way. This is the condensed formula. And this is the molecular formula, C4H10, and we know how to calculate it. I'm trying to repeat many times so you will be able to remember and to memorize the prefix and the suffix. Now, guys, it's your turn. Stop the video, try to draw these compounds, these 2, and count how many carbons you have. Keep the screenshot that you take from the table of the prefixes, meth, S, and so on. Keep it beside you. Count how many carbons you have in every one of these structures, and then draw the full structure, the carbons and the hydrogens and bonds between them, and write the name of every compound. I don't mind if you make mistakes at this stage. I mind whether you practice or not. If you need to be confident in naming alkanes, you will need to practice. Take the chance that you are here, stop the video, and try to name these 2 compounds. It is suppose now that you have finished naming the compound. Let's do it together. I will start with the smaller one. Every corner is a carbon atom and every terminal is a carbon atom. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 carbon atoms. This is but. There is no any double or triple bond. This is alkane, so it will have the suffix "ane". To draw the full structure of butane, draw the carbon backbone, 4 carbons. Then make sure that every carbon has 4 bonds. Every one of these has 1 hydrogen. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. The molecular formula is of butane, Cn is 4, H2n 8 plus 2, 10. For this compound, this is a longer skeleton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons means hex. The prefix is hex. The suffix will be ane because this is alkane, no double bonds. Molecular formula CnH2n plus 2, n equals 6, 2n plus 2, 12 plus 2 equals 14. C6H14. The full structure or the lowest structure, we have to draw first the carbon backbone. We have 6 carbons. Then make sure that every carbon has 4 bonds. Every one of these bonds connected to hydrogen. Add all the hydrogens. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Remember, the terminal carbon is connected to 3 hydrogens, and every one of the middle carbons is connected to 2 hydrogens. Don't forget to fill every bond with a hydrogen. Can you name this compound, guys? This is very simple. This also. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons means pentane. If you want to draw the skeleton structure of pentane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1 carbon. CH4, this is methane. How to draw the structure? Your notebook, pause the video, and start to draw every one of these structures. Methane, decane, nonane, octane, and pentane. Try them yourself, guys, first, and then come to see whether you draw them correctly or not. First, methane. This is very easy. Meth means 1 carbon atom. Ane means that this is alkene. The formula is CnH2n plus 2. Methane, N equals 1. The number of hydrogen will be 2 times 1 plus 2, which is 4. CH4. The full formula will be like this. It's only 1 carbon. It will have 4 bonds, and every one of these bonds is bound to 1 hydrogen. Decane, dec means 10 carbons. The molecular formula is C10, N equals to 10, H 2N plus 2. 2 times 10 is 20, and plus 2, 22. C10H22. To draw the full structure, first draw the carbon backbone, 10 carbons, then draw the bonds. Now add 1 hydrogen to each bond. It will be CH3, CH2, 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 CH2. So we have CH2 8 times, CH3. To draw the skeleton structure, every terminal is 1 carbon and every corner is 1 carbon. This is a skeleton structure. Nonane, non-C9. The molecular formula is C9, H2N plus 2, 2 times 9, 18, plus 2, 20, C9H20, because this is alkene. There is a suffix of ane. We need to draw the carbon backbone. It's the same like this, but remove 1 carbon. And then make sure the bonds around every carbon are 4. Bound every bond to a hydrogen atom. CH3 and then 7 times CH2 and then CH3. And this is the skeleton structure. Octane, pentane, draw the structures for octane and pentane as a homework. The molecular formula, the condensate formula, the lowest structure or the full structure, and the skeleton structure. Write the answer in the comments down below. That's all for today, guys. You are supposed to be confident in naming and drawing alkanes if you followed with me and practicing during this video. Thank you, guys, and see you in the next video.